Hey there, and welcome back to the Sugar Treatment with Anthony, aka the Baking Social Worker. Today we're going to be talking about 9 signs that you may have depression, and we're also going to be making a delicious milk chocolate cookies and cream cookie. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is mix all of our wet ingredients together. I've let my butter and cream cheese sit out so they're both a little bit softened. Make sure that you remember to do that. 4 ounces of cream cheese, a half a cup of softened unsalted butter. Beat the cream cheese and butter until light and creamy. 1 cup of brown sugar. 1 egg. Beat on medium-low speed for 3 minutes. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Beat the extract in. We've got all of our wet ingredients mixed together. Now it's time to move on to the dry ingredients where we are going to whisk, that's right, hashtag whisk in these dry ingredients together. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. 1/2 cup of instant milk powder. 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Whisk together. Now we're gonna take our dry ingredients and mix it in with our wet ingredients. Now I've got about 20 Oreos divided into these 2 bags because I didn't have just 1 gallon size bag. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna smash them up and put them into our mixture. Well, that was easy. Now I'm just gonna fold these in with a cup of chocolate chips. First, fold in the Oreo cookies. Add your 1 cup of chocolate chips and fold in. Now that we've got our Oreo cookies and chocolate chips folded into our mixture, I'm gonna go ahead and cover it with some plastic wrap and put it in the fridge for an hour. You can also do it overnight if you have a little more time on your hands. And while it's in the fridge, I'm gonna preheat my oven to 350 degrees. Look at this, it looks so good. So what is depression? Depression doesn't just mean that you're sad. It means that you're having feelings of sadness, irritability, changes in the body and the mind that can cause you to not be able to function in life. Maybe you can't go to school, maybe it's difficult to go to work, maybe having a relationship with someone is just really tough. This topic is so important because about 7% of Americans experience depression every year. That's about 17 million. And women experience depression at a rate of 3 times higher than men. Now these are the 9 signs that you may have depression. Number 2, loss of interest in all or most activities throughout the day. So this means if you're a person that really likes to go outside, but you have found it really hard to leave your house lately, it could be a sign. Number 3, significant weight loss or gain. Maybe you've had an increased or decreased appetite. Number 4, insomnia or hypersomnia. Maybe you're having a difficult time going to sleep, or maybe you're sleeping too much. Number 5, psychomotor agitation. This could mean that you're pacing, maybe you're speaking really rapidly, or tapping your foot a lot. Number 6, fatigue or loss of energy nearly every day. Number 7, feelings of worthlessness or guilt about being ill. So this means that you acknowledge that you're feeling depressed, and then you can go deeper into it by actually feeling guilty about it. Number 8, lack of focus or indecisiveness. Number 9, thinking about death or suicide. Now this one seems pretty obvious, right? I'm gonna go ahead and post some resources in the description of this video if you or someone you know is thinking about suicide. I've also done a video on suicide, and I'm gonna post a link to that video right here. Now, depression is only diagnosed when 5 or more of these symptoms have been present for at least 2 weeks. Dysthymia is a severe type of depression that's only diagnosed when 5 or more of these symptoms are present for at least 2 years. So what causes depression? Well, trauma, childhood or otherwise, genetics, we know that depression can run in the family, life circumstances, maybe there's a loss of a relationship, maybe there's financial stress, brain changes, medical conditions, and substance use. In fact, we know that 21% of people that use drugs and alcohol also experience depression. I'm gonna tell you what you can do if you or someone you know is experiencing any of these symptoms. But first, I gotta get back to baking because my dough is almost ready, so stick around. Bake at 350 for 11 to 12 minutes or until the edges are golden brown. The cookies are done and they look really good. They're nice and golden brown around the edges. So I'm just gonna pull them off the pan here while I talk to you about what you can do if you or anyone you know is experiencing any of these 9 signs of depression. So the first thing you can do, obviously, is to learn about your condition. Sometimes that's half the battle, is just learning what's going on. The next is to team with your healthcare provider. Go to your doctor, maybe there's a medical explanation for the symptoms that you're having, maybe they'll have some ideas about how they can get you some help. Another thing to do, go to therapy. Therapy can be so helpful with depression. It's definitely the #1 thing I would recommend. Of course, there's always medication. For some, medication is gonna be necessary. For others, hey, maybe you're not for it and that's fine. There's also some other things you can do, like brain stimulation and light therapies. I don't know a whole lot about those, but check it out. They are available out there. There's also some things that you can do right now. There's some simple lifestyle changes that can really contribute to a healthy mindset. The one thing you can do, nutrition, there's meditation, exercise, bake, of course, right? Shameless plug. And then the last thing I wanna say about that is if you or anyone that you know is experiencing any suicidal symptoms, be sure to get help right away. You can go to the nearest hospital, call 911. I'm gonna go ahead and post the phone number to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline here. They're also a really great resource to get information if you are worried about yourself or anyone that you love. These cookies are looking so good and I cannot wait to try one. I hope they're cool enough. I think they are. Comment below and let me know how yours turned out. Let me try one of these and see. Oh my gosh. They're like falling apart. They're so good. I'm getting chocolate all over myself. Yeah, these are really, really good. All right, so now if you haven't already, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're really gonna love these. Keep it sweet, y'all.